for me. I won. Give me my money.
You what?
I lost.
Roll the dice. Debo. Hold my money. Watch him.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, shit.
Pop's tripping, man. You want me to ask for my bike back? You know I wouldn't trip.
What bike?
The beach cruiser. The one I let you use a couple of weeks ago. The one I've been asking you about.
Oh, that bike.
Hey, no, you wanted it back, homie? It's right here. Follow me, homie. Yeah, it's just like it's both ours. We just keep it down at my house. Cool.
Oh, shit.
That's my bike, punk!
You got knocked the fuck out.
Are you want something to do, old man? Huh?
No.
Get off your
You know
ass.
what? Ain't no stopping on the dogs. I'm dropping.
You come down here messing with these people.
You know it's Friday. You ain't got no job, Craig.
You know it ain't no stopping.
So tap in with your boy. It's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. I told you, baby, it's Fan Friday. It's time to tap in, because that's my bike, bro.
So let the games begin. Yakety yak. Don't talk back or a song. Calling up Earl on the car phone. Mac 10. Just got
Good morning, cousins. It's Friday, y'all. It's Super Bowl weekend.
Got the rear view mirrors vibrating and deep dish dating. You know how
We're going to talk about it today, baby.
to it, but the
defense winning honors last night. Did y'all see it last night?
We leak scores out of G-Ride cars. Living like stars. Might hit the highway on the Vegas run. Fool, cause it's Friday. Oh yeah. Throw your
Y'all see that
neighborhood in
interview
the
with Michael
air.
Parsons? He said they count them Dallas Cowboys haters.
Oh yeah. Throw your neighborhood in the air.
It's an exclusive group over there. I know all my supporters.
Outside on a Friday, living on the edge. Cause we all got them.
We're going to talk about it today, man. In case you were streaming under a rock and you didn't pay attention yesterday, we had a couple of folks from the Star, you know, our organization out there, that world-class organization that, you know, Michael Parsons is saying them Dallas Cowboys haters are sick about. We're going to talk about it, baby. So let these notifications go out. Let this room fill up. Y'all tap in. It's Fan Friday. I got the invite all the way at the top. So if you want to join the show, you want to share your thoughts about Dan Quinn, about Michael Parsons, and about Dallas Cowboys haters being sick on a Friday, tap in, baby. Bro.
Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care.
But we on the ride in this morning, y'all. So tap in with your boy. It's Fan Friday. We break early in the gym. That's why we breaking it early in the morning, baby. You can't tell yourself you're going to go to the gym if you don't get your ass up and go in and burn some calories. You know what I mean? So we're going to burn some calories here today. We're going to develop some calories muscle here. So tap in, baby. We're going to learn about the NFL honors last night. Defense hit honors last night, y'all. But I got the link in the comments, so if you'd like to join the show, especially all my Green Bay supporters. If you're a Green Bay supporter and you see Micah Parsons and Dan Quinn get honored last night, or you follow the timeline here, if you'd like to share your thoughts on Dan Quinn or Micah Parsons, hit the link, join the show. It's Fan Friday. That's what we do here. We invite our fans on the show.
Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care.
Morning, Julie. How we doing? Morning, Bobby. Morning, Foxy. Morning, Kim. I see all the green badges supporting right there, showing up. What up, Ruben? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What up, Tanya? There you go, right there. What up, Cuff, baby?
Throw the north side in the air.
Well, we on the Fan Friday edition, man. That's right. I know y'all seen the movie Friday before, right? Like Pump. How many of y'all remember Debo? R.I.P. Debo. Matter of fact, R.I.P. Debo too, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? Where all my Friday fans out there. But we are on Friday today, and this is Fan Friday. What we like to do here every Fan Friday is invite our fans up on the show to talk with us. And today I'm looking for some Green Bay supporters or fans. If you're out there, send me an invite. The link is in the comments. Did you happen to check out Dan Quinn winning assistant head coach of the year?
Because now, as you can see, we are in a studio atmosphere.
Let's get rid of that right quick. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm assuming everybody can hear me, right? But we are live on the West Coast, baby, the best coast. And we are on Fan Fridays again this morning. So thank you to the 126 supporters that we have here. The 126 Green Badge supporters. They literally keep the lights on here for us to be able to do these shows every week. We got Fan Friday today. We got Supporter Saturdays tomorrow. We got Prime State at 8 a.m. on Monday morning, where we're talking all things 21. We got Square Groupers on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. We starting to get squared away around here, y'all. We're starting to get our content scheduled because we know it's hard for y'all to tap in, especially if you're at work or during those hours during the day and you want to come in and support the show. It's probably best, at least if you know what time the show is going to go down, right? So we're doing a better job of scheduling our content here. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you to the 20 folks tuning in this morning. You know, we in the gym again. It's 8:06 on the West Coast. It's a Friday. We're breaking a sweat. And did y'all see Micah Parsons won Defensive Rookie of the Year last night? It was unanimous. I'm talking 50 out of 50 votes. You know, and the kid was interviewed by Rome. Y'all know Rome, right? Romy Rome, the guy that's been on TV forever, right? Well, if you're a supporter, I shared that interview, you know, with his Pizza Hut jacket on and everything. It's in our supporter group. But he's talking about how Dallas Cowboys haters are sick. And what he means is that even if you're a fan of, say, the Cleveland Browns, well, you want Dallas to lose more than you want Cleveland to win, essentially, is what he's saying. He said them Dallas Cowboy haters are sick out there, baby. But appreciate everybody checking in here with me this morning. Like we said, we're on Fan Fridays, every Fan Friday at 8 a.m. That's right. We do things around here early, man. We don't go around here, wait till everybody get up, get dressed, finally roll out of the bed, put your clothes on, mosey-wosey down to the gym, you know, get in front of the mirror, take you a few selfies, post it on Instagram or Facebook, tag the location, make it look like you're doing work, but really you're not even breaking a sweat. You know what I mean? So we get up here early in the morning, we get in the gym, and we're talking about the NFL honors from last night. Dan Quinn was awarded Assistant Head Coach of the Year. Micah Parsons was awarded Defensive Rookie of the Year. It was unanimous. Yes, he didn't win Defensive, Player of the Year. That was given up to T.J. Watt. There was a lot of other folks there awarded too. We seen Karen Rodgers got MVP. I don't know how. But anyway, the NFL going to do what the NFL is going to do. But at least two of our Cowboys walked away. And special note to, fans out here, like Dallas Cowboy fans here, like fans of the other 31 teams that follow us here. We also had Chase Smith, big-time Dallas Cowboy fan out of Bozeman, Montana. I believe he supported us here for a few months. He hangs around here. He supports the content. He was up for Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year. That's right. He was nominated. He got to go through the whole, process of everything. Unfortunately, Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year, Chase Smith, wasn't selected. It was actually ATL Fan of the Year. That's right. ATL Falcons, right? Henry Eisen, whoever he is, that was the Fan of the Year that was selected. So let's give a round of applause to our guy, Chase Smith, who was a big-time supporter here, hangs out with us in Bozeman, Montana. The Cowboys had selected him as their Fan of the Year. He went through the process and competed against all other 31 NFL fans out there. And the ATL Fan of the Year was Henry Eisen. So he was selected. So big shout out to all of those. So Henry, if you follow us here, big shout out to you, baby. You must be doing your thing down there. I'm upset Super Cowboy didn't win for Ford Hall of Fans. Chase Smith didn't win for, just Fan of the Year for the NFL. But we did have Micah Parsons win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and that was unanimous, 50 out of 50 votes. I think that's pretty awesome. And then Dan Quinn, it wasn't no secret that the guy took us from a zero to a hero on the defensive side of the ball, and he was voted in as Assistant Head Coach of the Year. Did y'all happen to see that? If you want to get up on the live and talk about it, if you'd like to get up on here and just talk about whatever, let's talk about it, baby. Get up on here. We're on Fan Fridays. I want to invite everybody on here that follows the page. The link is in the comments right now. If you'd like to get on this morning on Friday, thank God it's Friday, right? Get up on here. Let's talk a little bit about Dallas Cowboys football. We got the Super Bowl this weekend coming up. You seen the big time interview with Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop yesterday, right? You know, with NFL Network, they was on here. We shared that video here too as well. So you got a big time halftime performance show. And I think that's the only reason why they brought Jay-Z in as the NFL help dude anyway, right? I mean, Jay-Z just really going to try to stuff the Super Bowl halftime shows and all of the halftime shows with these artists, right? Did you see the prices on them Super Bowl tickets? Thank you, Prototype, for tagging Chase Smith here. Appreciate you checking in with us. Star Status Sarah in the building. Wheels on ground, boots on ground. Most traveled Dallas Cowboy fan of the year for Star Status Cowboys Connection, Ohio. She is the epitome of what we do here on this page of Built Different Group. Thank you, Sarah, for tuning in this morning. Bobby says he's a lion and he's going to be hungry. Different next season than he's got with a bad knee. Exactly. You know, and then that news coming out about him playing on a bum knee in an injury. It's like, you know, first Zeke, then Micah. It's like, come on, man, don't give me no heart attacks here during this off season. We got DC in the house, and we're not talking about the District of Columbia. We're talking about DC Nation. So good morning, Kelly Collins is on the live with us here today. You guys see, and ladies, she'll be joining us here tomorrow on Supporter Saturdays talking about the CSA. So if you're wondering what the CSA is and you live in VA, well, you're going to have to tune in tomorrow with us and see what Kelly Collins is talking about. She's going to be boots on ground at that event. So thank you for checking in with us this morning. But we're live here on Fan Fridays. And like we said, we're actually scheduling our content out a little bit more here. So everybody, we're getting more organized so fans can know when to come and look for these shows. We understand everybody's got a sporadic schedule out there, including yours truly. And, you know, there's two Cowboy Cousins experiences you don't want to miss. So getting in the gym here every day, we'll talk about that a little bit, as you guys can see. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Cowboy Cousins going to Vegas, baby. You know, that is one of the two Cowboy Cousins experiences that you're not going to want to miss. That's right. We'll be posted. I'll be boots on ground April 28th through the 30th in Las Vegas at the NFL Draft. That's right. Built Different Group will be live, boots on ground at the NFL Draft in April. We're not messing around, baby. We know the Super Bowl this weekend. We know this season isn't all the way over with, but this is what 15% bracket Dallas Cowboy fans do. Everybody knows what I mean when I say the 15% bracket by now, right? Where's all my folks checking in this morning that are part of the 15% bracket here that know what I'm talking about? Sherman Spradley's checking in, says Dallas Cowboys for life, but go Rams. Looks like he's going for the home team. I got you, man. I'm for the Joe Burrow, if you know what I mean. I like the Burrow story. So shout out to Joe Burrow. Did y'all see he did his, NFL Comeback Player of the Year award or whatever that was? And he walked off, left his trophy on the actual interview podium. I think the guy's pretty focused, if you know what I mean. I think the Bengals go in there and pull a massive upset. So shout out to all of the Bengals fans. Who day out there. We know who y'all are now. Y'all in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I think it's been 30 some odd years since y'all been in a playoff game or even been to a Super Bowl or something of that measure. I don't know. That's y'all's business, but congratulations. Y'all beat us over there. So I know y'all are happy about that. But you know the deal. If you're checking in for the first time on Fan Friday here today, we're live on the West Coast, baby. You know the best coast. It's 8:15. And on Fan Fridays, I like to invite fans up on to the show. So make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know at least where you're watching from today. I'd love to get acquainted with my new viewers. But Angeline is checking in. She says, good morning, Cowboys cousin. Maysville, North Carolina checking in. Yes, them Carolinas. Yes, the East Coast. All my East Coast Cowboy fans, you're going to have to turn on your notifications. You want to follow us here. We're not your basic fan page. You know, most of these fan pages out here, all they do is steal video from every other creator, or they steal memes, or they steal a meme somebody created and they put their watermark or their logo on it and try to take credit. You got a bunch of these fraud creators out here on Facebook. But here at BDG, baby, we're authentic. You know, we do everything with a personal touch. Our value proposition here is to connect fans at live events. Don't believe us? Like we're talking about here at the NFL Draft in April, scroll up to the top. We have an event section already set up. OAT admin checking in right there. I see you, Sam. Watch for the hook, baby. That's the guy that knows how to fish. I need you to tune in on Monday, baby, for Prime State. Sam, we're going to be talking about Prime and how you teach a man to fish today and he go catch his own tomorrow type of deal. So I need you to tune in. He says, I got the Bengals and an upset by a field goal. I'm with you, baby. I'm with him. I don't, they're just going to win. I don't know how they're going to win, but I think Cincinnati's going to win. Angeline says, it's been 33 years. I think you're talking about the Cincinnati Bengal fan base, right? The Who They fan base. I think we own to something there, right? Kelly says, Malcolm Parsons' cute self stole the NFL honors. Right. We posted that picture here. So shout out to, Mama Parsons there. Y'all seen Malcolm, Micah's son right there, a little cutie, right? I think he's 4 years old. So you see Malcolm, Mama, and Micah there. Posted up the award. You see Micah in all black. He had the lion chain and everything. If you follow us here on the stories at Build Different Group, I follow Micah Parsons on Instagram. You see, we took a snapshot and put that up there of the chain. Best we could get to give you a look at it. If you missed it, scroll up to the stories here on the actual top on this page, rather, and check it out. And while you're scrolling up, do me a favor, scroll to the top. I've got a post there for Cowboy fans. Shout out to my man West Coast running the damn ball. We got a run the damn ball challenge. If you've tuned into the video, you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're going to be watching the Super Bowl this Sunday, if you can predict the total amount of rushing yards between both teams, do me a favor, scroll up to the top. You got to play along in that post. You got to leave your comment. You got to like the post, and you got to share it. You got to do all three things in order to compete. I see about 70-something comments and only about 30-something shares. So that means if you're commenting on it, you got to make sure you do all three or you're not going to qualify. The one that gets it right is going to win. So go over there and check it out. We're giving away this Run the Damn Ball hat. And then the winner of that is going to be announced on the post-game Super Bowl show. I will be there. I'm trying to get my man Bob the Cannabis Cowboy on there. So if y'all want Bob to get on the show with me after the Super Bowl, do me a favor, tag Bob in the comment right now. Tanya says she checking in from South Arkansas. That's right, Green Bay supporter right there. Appreciate your support. Matter of fact, I seen a video of Prime fishing this morning. I follow Prime on Instagram too as well. If you like Deion Sanders, if you're about prime time, especially if you follow Jackson State University or college football in general, y'all know BG don't follow college football. But I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to, cover Deion every Monday at 8 a.m. on Prime State. We're going to be talking about Jackson State and all of the endeavors that Deion Sanders is involved with. If you've been paying attention to the media, you see recently Shaquille O'Neal Incorporated came out and said, hey, he put his bid in for Deion Sanders to become the coach of the Cowboys. Well, if you follow Sports Illustrated, shout out to Bree. I don't even want to say her last name. Maranthus, I think is her last name. She's a reporter over there with Sports Illustrated. Well, she got an exclusive interview with Prime, and basically why he's saying he ain't coming to coach no damn Dallas Cowboys. Morning, Top Fan Ty. I see you out there. Top Fan Ty and Star Status Sarah roll thick out there. Got to meet both of them out there in Canton, Ohio. Appreciate the support here. Do me a favor. Make sure y'all share this on your timeline. And as always, if you're new here this morning, we get in the gym every morning very early. We do things a little bit differently. We're built differently around here. We go against the status quo. Do me a favor. Turn on your notifications. Share this into somebody's timeline. Tag somebody. Tag Bob the Cannabis Cowboy. Help the Cowboy Cousins muscle develop and grow here. But we're talking about NFL honors, and Dan Quinn was, selected as assistant head coach of the year by the NFL. Rightfully so. He took the Dallas Cowboy defense from a zero to essentially a hero. And part of that was with rookie Micah Parsons, the phenom sensation. He's a household name right about now. And he had his cutie up there, Malcolm and his mom, and he looked great. He was awarded defensive rookie of the year, rather. And it was a 50 out of 50 unanimous votes. I think that's pretty outstanding. So I wanted to get on here and share that with y'all this morning on Friday. And at the same time, invite anybody who'd like to come up on the show to be able to share their thoughts. And like I said, we have 126 supporters that help us keep the lights on here today and to help incentivize. If you love what we're doing here, you like the fact we're getting more organized, you like the fact we're starting to get some uniquely different type of fresh organic content here, and you want to support, I'm looking for 3 brand new supporters today. We're at 126. I've got a bag here full of prizes. I'm not going to break them out and go over it with you here today on Fan Friday, but you can see all them prizes in that supporter group over there, along with that interview with Micah Parsons and Ron, where he's talking about Dallas Cowboy haters are sick. If you see me open up the show talking about that, right? How teams don't even watch their team and want them to win. They would rather watch the Dallas Cowboys and hope for them to lose. Seems pretty much like right, doesn't it? But in the meantime, between time, at the same time, right? Once you become a supporter here, we're looking for the 3 supporters. Now, the next 3 supporters that sign up, I've got these Dallas Cowboy koozies, right? So if you're supporting the content, you've been on the fence here, what I like to do is anytime somebody becomes a supporter is I inbox you and I friend you and ask you, how long have you been following the content? All my supporters can vouch for this. If you got an inbox from me saying, hey, how long have you been following? What made you actually decide to start follow? And then I point you over to that secret group where you can see all of them prizes. Once we get to 130, we got a big prize out of the bag going away. But in the meantime, I got 3 of these koozies. So hit that little green badge right over there. The next 3 folks that sign up on today's show, if you sign up on today's show, sign up right now and let me know you signed up your green badge. You're going to get one of these. All right. So the next 3 folks that sign up, this is to help us incentivize folks to support the content to get to 130. Once we get to 130, big prize coming out the bag. Once we get to 140, another big prize coming out the bag. And then once we get to 150, I got a whole bunch of big prizes coming out of the bag. And this is actually one of them right here in this Cowboys Cousins chain. It is a 1 of 1, and it is also a prototype. And it was made, handcrafted, especially by who I call the Dallas Cowboys, Jacob the Jeweler. And that would be in 1 Stash Man. So this is a prototype. It's not a finished product. We're working on that here. But when we get to 150, this chain is going to go away. We got a big Christmas wreath by So Ridiculous going to go away. This is all to the 150 supporters. It's going to be for supporters only. So hit that green badge and you do me a favor. You want to stay tuned in. When you become a supporter, you got to support us through Vegas and to the home opener. Because if you hear me been talking about these 2 Cowboys experiences on Fan Friday here today, we got the NFL draft April 28th through the 30th. And then we've got the home opener, which after the draft, the schedule should get released and we'll know. And I'm hoping that maybe Cincinnati wins the Super Bowl. And then I'm hoping maybe Cincinnati come and visit them boys on the home opener for the family reunion, if you know what I mean. So Joe Burrow, you out there listening, baby? We need to see y'all at the mothership come early this next fall. Bobby's checking in, says Dan Quinn deserved that award. He turned our defense around. Exactly. You're right about that. My man Sam Harris says, hit that green badge and become gang. That's right. Shout out to gang, all our Patreon supporters, all our Built Different supporters here too as well on Facebook. And shout out to them one-time supporters like my girl Karima Styles Buchanan, the DMV president of the DMV Cowboys fan club out there, Karima. She cashed out us here $100 one time to support the content. So thank you. If you'd rather do a one-time Cash App donation, do me a favor. Just ask me to send me a DM, ask me for the Cash App. I'll send it to you, baby. So thank you. That helps keeps the lights on. It helps us get the tools that we need to have these shows go. Man, Comcast internet is not cheap. Y'all know that, especially that gig speed. We want y'all to be able to view everything here in HD. And plus, we got a ton of prizes that are going away to all of our supporters. So this is going to be a supporter party only. And the reason why you want to tune in before Vegas is because in Vegas, well, things going to be a little different in Vegas. I'll tell you that. We're working right now on a very high profile name NFL player at a meet and greet function only for Green Badge supporters. So you're going to have to tune in. You don't want to miss that. Lock your spot in. Hit that green badge. Like I said, the next 3 folks that become supporters, I'm just going to mail this to you, man. Free of charge, baby. Just to say thank you for supporting the content here. Help me get to my goal of 150 as we talk about Fan Fridays here today. But we're talking about Micah Parsons, winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. And we're talking about Dan Quinn, Assistant Head Coach of the Year. And Shane Barker brings up a good comment here. Thank you for checking in, Shane, as always. And I'm going to place this link out here for you guys to be able to come on the show. Shane says, so why is everybody saying Amari Cooper will be gone? Low-hanging fruit, dog. That's what you call low-hanging fruit. And that's a great question, Shane. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And the reason why I say that's low-hanging fruit is because if you hear Jerry Jones coming out in the media talking about Amari Cooper's production, isn't it kind of funny that you are going to talk about your player not getting production, but you don't talk about the offensive coordinator who's in charge of the plays to get to that player and his production? Right, Papa? So, yeah, it's low-hanging fruit. I think Amari is an easy target. There's both Tank and D-Law. You know, both of those names have been thrown around out there. We know the Dallas Cowboys are over the cap. We know they got to restructure some contracts in order to be able to fit under this salary cap this year, right? So it's going to be interesting. And that's another reason why you're going to want to turn on your notifications here. We're not at an X's and O's page, but we will report on the news and we will share with you what those experts out there are saying, like my man West Coast Cowboy. You know what I mean? When it comes to college football, when it comes to salary cap, free agency, and things like that, do me a favor, like I said, scroll up to the top, play along on the post there, run it down, boss. Shout out to my man Boss Cowboy and the OC over there, Boss Cowboy, OC and the sports over there. They do a great job of covering all of the college prospects coming up. Shout out to my man Jay Tuck, Cowboy fans only over there. Shout out to my man BJ Nix with Star Gang, rather. You know, Star Gang podcast. I'll be looking to all of those. Those are who are my experts in the fan base that I like to follow. I don't like to listen to the mainstream media. And that's essentially what kind of drove me here to produce this type of content here, to be able to aggregate and share information among fans so we can have a better perspective. Because if you follow somebody, say like a Skip Bayless, you know, the fraud, or if you follow people like a guy named Dan Orlovsky, or maybe even a Stephen A. Smith, you know, if you follow those folks, you know, you'll be able to extract some information out of them. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to get you with their blasphemy. And we want our Cowboy cousins around here that's in the 15% bracket walking around to be educated and informed, because those 85% of fans that are asleep, there's a lot of fans asleep. They sleep with their eyes open, you know, watching said TV networks, reporting on that and coming into these groups and sharing this knowledge that gets shared on these blasphemous programs like it's gospel. Angeline's checking back and she said, I hope it's another one of Jerry's ways of keeping the Cowboys in the headlines. Great point. That's called Jerry speak. Great point, Angeline. Jerry is a master at keeping his brand in the headlines. But y'all know the deal. We are tuned in here on Friday this morning. It is Fan Fridays. We're talking about Dan Quinn. We're talking about Micah Parsons. And like I said, I shared that video, the interview of Micah Parsons with his Pizza Hut jacket up on there talking about, you know, Dallas Cowboys haters are sick. So all my green badges, if you haven't checked in yet, go over there and check it out. The next 3 folks that sign up will know exactly what I'm talking about. And oh, by the way, I posted a minute-long video in our exclusive supporter group that has never been posted anywhere. I've never used it in any of my content anywhere. I saved it specifically for this matter. I was banking that the Cowboys would make it to SoFi. I went to the Chargers game in September in SoFi. That was what we call boots on ground intel and recon. We went there to check it out. Unfortunately, the Cowboys didn't win, but I did catch a lot of video footage while I was there. So those next 3 supporters, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When you hit that green badge, where's it at? On this side over here, it's going to put you right over there in that secret group. You're going to see that minute-long video of the walkthrough at SoFi Stadium before we played the Chargers. And it's a VIP level. It's real low. So go over there and check it out so you can get a brand new look at, you know, that circular TV they got in that stadium. And if you've never been in the SoFi, if you're planning to go to SoFi, or maybe you're watching and you're headed there for the Super Bowl, you can get a good look at what it's like in there. And that's the exclusive type of content that I don't share here on the timeline, that I only share with my supporters. So check it out over there, y'all. It's enough incentive. We got a big bag of prizes. We got plenty of prizes going away. And And we're going to be live tomorrow talking about Supporter Saturday as we bring a couple of our Green Bay supporters on here. And Candy Cowboy Savage with, you know, she's going to come on here and talk about the VA Beach Bash. And then we got my girl Kelly Collins out of DC Nation Fan Club is going to come on right after that. So we got a show at 12 p.m., noon tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. And then we got a show at 2 p.m. West Coast, 5 p.m. East Coast. We're going to bring Kelly Collins up on here. She's going to talk about the CSA. It's an upcoming event where you'll be able to have a chance to meet Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, a ton of other NFL, players and folks from the NFL organization, right? We'll be there at the CSA. We're going to have a ton of memorabilia, autographs, photos, meet and greets. Y'all got to tune in on Saturday and check that out with CSA and Kelly Collins. Y'all don't want to miss that. And without further ado, we could never have a show without Facebook user popping up. So thank you. Better late than never. Facebook user says, I'm back. 31 minutes into the show. Appreciate you tuning in with us here. But do me a favor, share this on your timeline. Help the Dallas Cowboy family grow here. The Cowboy Cousins family grow here. We're developing muscle here. We're in the gym on a Fan Friday. And we're recognizing all of the fans here, not so much the 126 supporters here as we talk about them. They're very intricate part of this content creation. But for all of our fans here, the 30 some odd, 28, 29 some odd thousand fans that follow us here, you got to turn on your notifications. You got to get plugged in this off season. We're going to be live in the gym here every day. The only way you can get muscle is if you get up in the morning and go to the gym. You can't just go to the gym and post selfies. You're not going to make no progress that way. You have to break a sweat. So do me a favor, break your sweat before we get out of here. I know my man Mike Rock's been on here breaking his sweat. I know my other diehard Green Badges on here been on here breaking a sweat. Do me a favor, share this on your timeline. Share this into one of them Cowboy groups and help the Cowboy Cousin family grow here as we talk about the defense. So Micah Parsons, Dan Quinn, too much like right. They're coming back here again next year. You know, we got Dan Quinn, we got Kellen Moore, and we got Coach Mike McCarthy. I'm hoping the three Stooges are going to be able to put it all together, you know, Larry, Curly, and Mo. Because after this last season, man, we've got to do some damage this season. And not only Micah Parsons coming back with a different kind of hunger, as he talked about in that interview, I think that has to be for all Dallas Cowboys. They have to come back with a different type of hunger. And we're going to see what that type of hunger looks like as we move through these next weeks in this offseason. So thank you for tuning in with us here today. And thank you, Facebook user, for noticing since my damn badge is gone again. You got to keep sufficient funds in the account first, y'all, and you got to keep your card up to date. I do nothing with that. That's all Facebook on the back end. When you put your card information, you hit that green badge and sign up, they put you in that group automatically. If you lose your green badge, or if you hear me say, hey, where'd your green badge go? Maybe you forgot to, put some money in there, or your car got compromised, or maybe you changed cards, or maybe you quit me one day, you want to come back the next day. You got to keep it up to date. Because once we get to 150, if you're not current, you're going to lose your opportunity to win all of these prizes. So thank you, Facebook user, for taking note on that. But we've been live here on Fan Fridays. Like I said, thank you to the 126 supporters that keep us lit here. And at the same time, we're looking for 150 to get us through the draft and get us up to the home opener. And those are the two Cowboy Cousins experiences you don't want to miss. And that, quite frankly, is what makes us different than all these other pages. We're real fans behind these screens, connecting folks at live events. So it's your favorite Cowboy Cousin, BGD Cowboys Unifier, baby. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me here today. We've been talking about defense. Micah Parsons got Defensive Rookie of the Year. Dan Quinn, Assistant Head Coach of the Year. Too much like right, a bunch of NFL honors. And again, congratulations to the Atlanta Falcons fan, Henry Eisen. And big shout out to all of the Cowboys Nation fans out there that got to participate, like our guy Chase Smith, who was up for Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year. We love everything that you got to do. There'll be a story coming out about Chase and that process. So thank you. Make sure you go to officialamericasteam.com and subscribe to the blog. So when we put out that story about Chase, you can understand what this NFL fan business is about when each team nominates a fan of the year and they all compete. And as a result, you see Henry Eisen of Atlanta won that. And then shout out again to the super fans and the Ford Hall of Fans. We had our guy Super Cowboy who joined us on the show this week. And we voted for him too out there as well. So shout out to Super Cowboy. You know, we'll see y'all around here, these next parts next year this time. And at the same time, we've been talking about defense, and it's all of us here together taking care of it during the off season, sticking it out, getting in the gym, and developing muscle, baby. And that's the only way we're going to do it on Fan Friday. So tune in tomorrow for Supporter Saturdays. We'll be in the gym twice tomorrow. And then we'll be back in the gym on Monday, 8 a.m. in the morning for Prime State. We're scheduling our content here, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of y'all show up. Thank you for joining us here today, and y'all know the deal, baby. It is built by fans for fans. And we'll see y'all on the next episode.